Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing today? If my sound is okay, please put a 1 in the chat. I don't want to sound too loud to everyone. Hello, hello. Good to see all of you. Today we will be going over the Nancy Guthrie case, and I have some new details to go over with all of you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate all of you. Thank you. While you're at it, put where you are watching from in the chat below. I am broadcasting from the very cold New York State. We were like 70 degrees 4 days ago, and now we're back down into like the 20s and 30s, and it's just miserable. So, hello. Thank you, Western North Carolina. Very cool. Very cool. My aunt lives out in Western North Carolina. She lives close to Asheville. Jackson, Kentucky, Minnesota. Hello, Cindy. Hope. Good to see you, Brooke. Parnold. I apologize if I'm saying that wrong. Cindy, Kathleen. Hello, Tony. Loston, Nova Scotia. Hello. The Hustler. Hello, Hogan. Brooke, Rebecca, Kenneth. Hello, Miss Kelly. I hope you're doing okay. Superfly. Good to see you. Good RMG. Hello. Kenneth, good to see all of you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hi, Anne Elizabeth. Good to see you. Thank you. Butterfly, Wendy, Cindy, hello. All very nice to see everybody. Hedge, hello. Good to see you. Iowa. I've never been to Iowa before. Annette, hello from Ontario, Canada. You're probably colder than we are right now. I'm ready for winter to be over. I'll tell you what. Hi, Rodden. Hello. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. We're going to be going over the Nancy Guthrie case. I have some really interesting things to show you. So it looks like Annie and Tomasso's vehicle is now been returned. Hello from Pennsylvania. Good to see you. You are my neighbor. Tennessee. Montana having a blizzard. Oh my goodness gracious. Portland, Oregon. I've never been to Oregon either. I've never really been anywhere, I'll tell you. I've only been mainly on the East Coast. I've been down to like Nevada. My mom lives in Nevada. I've been there and to California once. That was a long drive, I'll tell you. Yes, Anne Elizabeth, it is freezing cold. It's the wind, I think, that's just frustrating, right? When the wind is blowing so much, like just, it's terrible. All right. Hi, Yvette. Good to see you. Thank you. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Oh, Blizzard Monday. Yuck. Yuck. I love narrator. I saw that lady 20 minutes ago. Yes, the wind. So I just want to kind of go over just a brief timeline with you guys before I dig into everything that I want to show you. And I have clips of everything. I have photos. I mean, all day, every day. That's what I do. I just track down information for like all the cases that I follow. And right now I want to show you, I'm going to bring this up a little bit more so you guys can see her missing persons flyer. And we're going to start off with January 31st, 2026. And, you know, it's all connected, right? As you could see in my thumbnail, I have Lou, Carlos. I even have the restaurant that Nancy loved to eat at, and that's called El Charro. It's the oldest Mexican restaurant, right, in the United States, the oldest Mexican restaurant. And her family love visiting that restaurant. We just found out that the FBI has actually been in there questioning the workers. And in my opinion, I believe this should have been done early on because, you know, if it's a place that she likes to visit, and if you found out maybe that she recently visited within the past week or so, it would be a good thing to go talk to the workers to see maybe if they heard anything or if they told any of their family members that Nancy and her daughter had come in. You want to follow Nancy's right footsteps. You want to backtrack everywhere Nancy had been within the last week, 2 weeks, and so on. And that's how you can get a good indication of maybe who she ran into, who she spoke to. We do know on January 27th, she had her get together for her birthday at her home, and they all played her favorite game of Mahjong, right? Um, who was there? We were never told who was all there at the birthday party. Now, I'm just going to go, like I said, through this little timeline, and we're going to go to February 1st. That was her disappearance, right? This starts at 1:47 a.m. This is after she's already been dropped off by Annie and Tomasso, basically, right? She went over there to have her dinner, play the Mahjong game, we were told, and we were told allegedly she had been maybe drinking that evening as well. And if you've seen that, it's kind of like a documentary with Savannah and her mom going to the, the restaurant that they loved. She spoke about how her mom had her favorite type of tequila and she would drink it out of the little teacup, right? So maybe Nancy had been drinking that evening. So at 1:47, we have the doorbell camera. It was disconnected. At 2:12 a.m., there was motion detected by a camera. So it doesn't say by the doorbell camera. So we were told that there maybe was cameras inside of Nancy's home as well. Now at 2:28, a pacemaker app disconnects from her phone. And we were also told, I believe I witnessed this on Nancy Grace at 2 a.m., her pacemaker spiked, right? So 20 minutes later, it disconnected out of range. At 11:56 a.m. to 12:15, the friends, they were unable to reach her because she was supposed to be at the church service at one of her friends' homes. And from my understanding, they rotated homes, right? They didn't go to the same house every Sunday, from my understanding. Hey, Jen, good to see you. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate all of you. All right, so I'm going to remove this and I'm going to show you guys some things. Give me 1 second here. Let me pull it up. So we do know that this is Annie and Tomasso's vehicle, right? This was the last vehicle that Nancy Guthrie, we told, she rode in, right? Like they dropped her off that evening. It's a Honda CRV, I believe. And this particular vehicle um, has been in evidence for a very long time. And hi, Haley, good to see you, hon. Hi, Robin. So there's something obviously there that they were trying to find, or maybe they did find something. We were never told what it was. All we were just wondering why was the vehicle there so long? Because they had given back Nancy's vehicle, right? They took Nancy's vehicle. They took the silver Range Rover that Luke owns, and they had given that all back. Even the Uber driver's vehicle, right? I heard they didn't even take that. And that was one of the last vehicles that she was in as well, because she took the Uber over to Annie and Tomasso's house. So why did they have this vehicle for so long? I still think it's kind of, you know what I mean? So today, just by accident, JLR was out this morning and Annie and Tomasso's vehicle was in the driveway, right? Does this look like the same vehicle to you guys? Now, the picture is kind of icky because he was driving by, right? But this is the same vehicle that Annie and Tomasso were, that dropped off Nancy. And JLR had said the same vehicle as well. It looks smaller to me. What do you guys think? I'm going to see if I could pull it. I mean, this picture here, yeah, it's clearly a Honda CRV, like an older version, right? It's like a older version of it. one thing we know is that there's a hybrid data service around Nancy's house, so it was not unusual. I am sure that pacemaker to lose connection, so this most likely not reliable information to the pacemaker. Yeah, you can go like, shoot, like 20 feet away from your cell phone, right? When you have something connected to Bluetooth and it can be disconnected like that. Yeah, it does look different, right? It looks smaller in the front, but it's definitely a Honda CRV, and that's it right there being towed. I mean, you got a little bit of it right here, but see, now I'll show you the video of it when he drives by. So this will give you a little bit better view of it. One second. Let me remove this and we'll add this here. And this is the actual video here. I just took a clip of it. 1 second. Pull up the volume for you.
No one should be clear. All right. Just passing through.
And I'll pause it when we get there. So you guys, hi guys. Hi Stacy. Good to see you. It does look black, but I think it's just the picture, but we'll show it.
Oh my God.
Here.
There's a new car there. They got the car back?
Okay. It does look black, doesn't it? But I think it's just because it's in the shade. So that's a little bit better close-up of it. Hi, Ash. Good to see you. Wendy, good to see all of you. Yeah, it does. It looks like one of those little baby cars. Those, I can't remember the names of them, but the little tiny cars. I'm like, I need one of those. I could probably never get in and out of it. Hi, Stacy. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Maybe it's a rental. It looks like an older one, though, to me. Does it look like an older CRV to you guys? Let me know. Hi again, Daphne. I have a feeling that they are now getting close to finding Nancy and who is responsible for hurting her. I am stuck at home, Nova Scotia again. Another snowstorm for you. I'm so sorry. Snow needs to go away, right? We need spring to hurry up. Yeah, it does look more narrow. You guys let me know. Let me know. Mini. Yeah, Mini Cooper or Fiat. LOL. Yeah. It does. A Fiat. That's the name that I was like thinking of, the little baby cars. Actually looks newer to me. The older ones are more boxy. All right, here, let me play the rest of the video.
Whoa. There it is. It's back. That's their car that got seized. It's back. Dun, 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 dun. Breaking news. Their car.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, it does look smaller to me too. It might just be, the way it's parked when he drives by or something. Who knows? And it's in the shade. So thank you, Marie. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Yeah. I mean, he later on says it is their vehicle. So, I mean, he would know. He's been there like through the whole thing. Carol. I don't think it's their car that they took in. I mean, it looks similar to it. I guess we'll wait to see. I mean, okay, so for instance, for the last couple weeks, right? I've been following it, and there has been so many people asking and asking and asking, like, "Hey, when is Annie and Tomasso's car going to be released? You've had it for well over a month now." And they said soon. It's going to be released soon, or it's in evidence. And then we got some information the other day that it was being repaired. And I guess it got repaired. Maybe they repaired it to look smaller, right? Oh, thank you, Hustler. That would be awesome. Thank you. Yeah, JLR thinks it's the same one too. It does look darker. I think maybe because it's in the shade. Maybe that's why. Let this case rest for now. Poor lady. I know. Oh, you live down the street from them? Oh, my father does. It's still sad. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I heard it's like 90, 95 degrees there today. My mom says it's hot in Nevada too. I couldn't imagine, like, oh. So let's pull the rest of this up, and then I want to show you a few other things.
Car is back. Clip it. That's important to share because everyone's talking about the seizing and the seizing. Their car is back. in their possession. There you go, folks. That's important. That's very, very important.
You forgot some of the pieces. Yeah. Okay. So let me remove this real quick. Whoops. What is that? So I have some other videos I want to show you as well. There we go. So many buttons to press. So the reason why JLR was out there today is because there were some items found, and these items were like a pair of pants, bed sheets, and what was the other one? Knee brace. And I'm going to show you guys that stuff too. Okay, that is a 2007 2009 Honda CRV. Huh. That's interesting. Okay. It does look like an older one. Thank you. Thank you so much for getting that information. So this one here looked a lot newer, the one they were driving in the beginning. That's the best picture I could find of it. That's the one where they were ducking, so they weren't on camera. So I'll definitely have to do a little bit more looking into, see if I can find a better picture of when they were driving by here. Hi, Nova. Good to see you. Good to see you, Scotia. Thank you for being here. All right, you guys, let me show you this. One second. So that is the car. I'm going to remove this, and I want to show you, let's see. Let's put this here. That's a picture of them the other day. Let's see. Give me 1 second. It just takes a minute to bring these up. I need like 100 fingers to do all this. Okay, so there were pants found, and this, let me see if I have better photos of these too, and I have a video. So a pair of pants, and then you have the knee brace, and then bed sheets. And this was located over there by Annie's house, like really close to Annie's house. Let's see, where's the other? Okay. So let's see if I can pull up a better picture of it right there. So that's the pair of pants. Isn't that strange? Isn't that strange? Hi, Matt. I know who you are. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. I'm going to pull up the video of this stuff that was found. Oops. 1 second. Come on, YouTube. All right. Right here. All right. What do you guys think of the pants and, okay, right here. Pants, knee brace, and bedding. I'm going to show you a video that I took here. Okay. Okay. And then this is why he was over there. Right here.
See if the pants are. This is the wash on the left.
No,
Go in here
I know who
see
that
if
is.
the pants are still here. That's
Yeah,
the product
but a knee
is
brace.
here. We're looking for the product, the pants. The
Hi,
brown
Jeanette. Good to
pants.
see you.
So we'll go right over here. We'll park. We'll go in there. This is Pima County property, public land.
She's 150. Isn't she 150 pounds? Mm-hmm.
All right. You guys ready? I'll take my other phone with me.
He's fine, Jen. Thank you. I know who he is.
Let's see if the pants are around. It's the pants. All right. Let's do it. I'm going to go see if they got the pants. Yeah, it's starting to warm up out here. Pants. Tan pants. All right, let's see if they take this thing seriously.
You're fine, Jen. Don't be sorry. Thank you for asking. Hi, Teresa. Good to see you. Thank you for being here.
Many people in the chat feel like the pants
Oh, no, I know.
will still be here.
I feel like I'm playing a video game watching him walk around.
Somebody said they don't take you seriously.
Yeah, they're still there. I'll tell you guys.
I think they should take anybody seriously if they find somebody, find something.
I agree.
Somebody or something.
I agree. And found by the yes.
They don't take you seriously, JLR. We'll see. Here we go.
I agree.
Remember this?
Mm-hmm. That's cute. Oh, that's interesting.
Dun, dun, dun. Pants still there. There you go. There's your answer.
Yeah, I agree. Here, let me pause this so you guys can. Okay, so this is the pair of pants, and then I couldn't make out the knee brace, and the bedding is kind of like laying to the right. But yeah, let me tell you guys. So these were found yesterday, I believe, by a guy named Jim that JLR was with, and JLR had called them in. And I guess they had left the area after that. And that's why he drove by today to see if they were still there, to see if the police had picked him up. And no, they are still there. Now, I was listening early on after he left this area, and a lady had called in, and she's like, I cannot believe that they didn't come pick up the pants. And she was supposed to like call into the sheriff's office or something and be like, hey, there's pants, a knee brace, and bedding over there close to Nancy's daughter's house. Are you going to go take a look? And supposedly they still never picked the stuff up. So what's up with that, guys? He waited almost an hour yesterday. Yeah, that's crazy to me. Do you guys think that do you guys think that maybe, just maybe, they know who did this? Do you think maybe they know who actually took Nancy, or what happened, or maybe they have all the evidence they need and they're just waiting? You know how they waited to get Brian Koberger? Maybe that's what they're doing here, right? Maybe they're like sitting down the street watching this person who did this. I don't know why they do that, but just maybe. But I think it's kind of odd. Like, okay, I heard there was somebody saying that Nancy might have had knee surgery. I could not find any information on this, but I did hear a couple people say it. I'm just saying I could not verify that. Now, if she had knee surgery, then a knee brace would definitely probably be used, you would think, right? But I just couldn't find any confirmation, so I didn't really. But we do know that she had trouble walking, so she did have a cane, and it makes me wonder if she had any kind of walker or anything else to help her walk, like inside her home. Yes, DNA would be on those items. It crossed my mind to blatantly, searching. Definitely think so. Waiting for DNA to confirm. So, it would have been nice though to see them come out there and just at least check, right? They say the wash when the flood carries, the wash. But is it a coincidence, you guys, that these items just landed close to Annie and Tomasso's home? Is it just a coincidence, or like items that look like sleep pants? Now, a knee brace, if she did have knee surgery, that would be very coincidental. And then bed sheets. Now, I'm going to tell you something. So there was one guy stating that bed sheets were by the door. I cannot confirm that. Now, I do know Savannah said that she was taken from her bed. So if Savannah said it, we know it's true, right? We know she was taken from her bed. Could they have used like a bed sheet or something and covered her up? Maybe. But I think they brought their own stuff and put it in the backpack to use whenever they took her out of the home. Just my thoughts on it. I heard there were a lot of homeless in the area, and then they leave clothes back. Yes, there absolutely is. Now this close to their house, I don't think so. But this is a wash area. Like this is right by Annie and Tomasso's home. All of the evidence from the cars, GPS phones. Yep. Mm-hmm. I thought if you called LD, they had to show up. Jen, I thought so too. Sorry, lots of blood on them. Oh my God, they're involved. Cop got paid. Nanos is, yeah. I don't feel like he's doing a very good job. I do not feel that. All right, let me play the rest of this video here. Yeah, it's literally right there by their house.
That's what we're looking at, folks.
Hi, Tucson girl. I agree.
We would have been sitting there all day.
Mm-hmm.
It's not related.
Matt Daly.
Bedding.
Sure Matt Daly is.
Knee brace. Okay, well. They don't even come and look.
Yeah.
Just like, nope, it's not hers. Nothing.
Mm-hmm. For balance, yeah. Those look like some kind of...
Unless they already have an idea where Nancy is, and they're just like, nope, they're not even going to come.
What is this on the pants? Is that a tie? Is that what that is, you guys? It looks like sweatpants, right? Is that a tie or something? Do you see this? What is that? Can you guys make that out? Yeah, that's what's a couple of days before Nancy was wearing the same colored pants. And that's very interesting. Is that a coincidence? I don't see any blood, guys. Who is... Yeah, I don't know who Matt Daly is. Yeah, if her bedclothes were on her. But hi, Lolo. Good to see you. I think they're going too soon. Oh, Matthew Daly is Luke Daly's brother. Okay, no. No, he's not on there. What is that? Is that a drawstring? Yes, it's a drawstring. Tie. Okay, thank you. Something we sleep in, people. I can't sleep in any pants because I feel like I'm getting suffocated. All right, so that's a drawstring. Okay, I was trying to make it out earlier, and I wasn't too sure. Let's see.
And even look or touch. These things are still laid out. He laid it out with a, it wasn't like this. They were kind of in a different thing, and he laid it out with a stick. So. There's your answer.
I would really kind of be frustrated if I called something in that could be of significance to her disappearance. I mean, it's right there. It's literally right there.
Whose pants are they?
By her daughter's house. I don't see the knee brace or anything, though. Yeah. All right.
Let's see if the pants.
Oops. Give me 1 second. Move that, you guys. All right. So what do we think there? Could it be Nancy's? Could it not be Nancy's? What do you guys think? Let me see here. Nanos. Oh, yeah. He's got a long story behind his being elected. Nanos was nearly elected in 2004 2024. I think his term ends in early 2029. Jeez. I heard he was fired or something in 2026 or something like that. Am I right? Hi, cool. Good to see you. You think they're just khaki pants? I was really hoping they had a lot more evidence. They weren't just yeah, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that, you guys. All right. So before we get into all of that, I want to show you a strange video. So there was a guy yesterday, and there's just something about him. Let me show you. There's something about him. Oops. He was at Nancy's house yesterday, and give me a second. Let me add this. So I clip everything that I think is really important. He was at Nancy's house yesterday and walking through her yard, and just certain things he says. He says, "Oh yeah, I've talked to her all the time." And here, I'm gonna play it so you guys can watch. He's like the exterminator or something. I don't know. Let me know if you've seen this. I have bad knees, never had a surgery, but I wear a knee brace. So does my aunt, and never had surgery. Thank you for letting me know. I got bad hips. I wish they had a hip brace. Yeah, they yes, Hope. They said they found a knee brace and bed sheets by the pants. Braces in a plastic bag. Thank you, Kat. Thank you. Did the family hire a PI? The PI could push to get those pants checked. I did hear that they hired a PI. Actually, I did see him getting out of a white SUV a couple weeks ago. I don't know his name or anything, but I did see that. All right, so this video that I'm about to show you is, I believe he's like pest control or something. Let me know if you can hear this okay.
He's coming. He's literally walking down our driveway. Look. Here he comes.
Mm-hmm. Now listen to what he says, you guys.
Going, fellas.
How's it going? Are you doing it work here or there?
I work over
I
here.
didn't know she
Okay.
was there.
I knew Miss Guthrie. I always used to say hi to her.
Really? You knew her?
Yeah, I used to always say hi to her. I've been servicing McGough for like 3 years now.
What do you remember from Miss Guthrie?
Oh, she's a very nice lady. Very sweet.
I'm going to turn on the closed captions so we can. All right, let me start right here where he starts talking, you guys.
Like 3 years now.
What do you remember from Miss
Okay, so he's known her for 3 years now. Keep that in mind.
Guthrie?
Oh, she's a very nice lady. Very sweet. She was excellent. Always said hi, and she always used to tell me, "I hope you're getting all the pack rats over here, so that way they ain't cry."
The pack rats. I hope you're getting all the pack rats over here. Right? He says she's kind, very sweet lady.
Crossing into my house, but yeah, very unfortunate what happened to her, my man. It's my heart and condolences or anything goes out to Savannah, and pretty much, I mean, she's gonna be missed, most dearly gonna be missed. And
So you worked for her for a while?
well, I worked for Miss McGough, but I always
Yeah, we saw you coming down here, so I'm like, what's going on? Like, did they hire more service?
I always used to come through her driveway right here.
You
She
did?
has a lot of load, and it's hard getting through all this brush right here, right
Are
through.
you going through this area right here?
Yeah, I just crossed out right here, my man, right down the
Yeah,
driveway
yeah.
right here in the
Oh,
back.
okay.
So
So it's easier.
because
But we were wondering if he was doing. We were wondering if
So he says he cuts through her yard, right? He cuts through her yard because it's easier. Like, he should know. It even says no trespassing. If he's not working for her, he shouldn't be cutting through her yard. Jen, thank you so much for being a member for 5 months. She says, love this community. Join the family. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you for all you do. Thank you so much. Yes, the hustler. He said too much. He does seem very nervous. Let me know how overshared. Yeah. How do you guys feel about him? Can't even look at him. Yeah, it is frustrating. I couldn't imagine that hurts. Hi, Deborah. Good to see you, hon. It does hurt. Hi from Washington State. Thank you for being here, Cindy. Gloves. Yep, there's gloves on. Good. Yep, you caught those, right? You caught those? Yeah. So, I mean, not the same black gloves, but he's got gloves on. So what other neighborhood workers have cut through their yard? Exactly. Trespassing. There's signs all over right now. Well, he knows already he said she was a very nice lady. Yeah, maybe she allowed him before, but now he knows the circumstances. He knows that she's been missing for over a month, right? Yeah, they're not the same gloves as our kidnapper was wearing, but they are some type of work gloves. I mean, so yeah, he's very nervous. Okay, let's continue on watching this.
If you were doing work there.
Yeah, no.
Don't worry, you're not getting interrogated or anything. No pressure.
Like I said, I knew Miss Guthrie personally, and I used to talk to her every time I would come service Miss McGaw. She would be out here once in a while, and
Could you see her walk? Did you see her walk?
Yeah.
Can she walk normal?
Yeah, she was normal, as normal as can be. For the last time, excuse me, fellas, is quite a heavy load. She
no cane.
Yeah, she's came up to me with no cane, maybe like once or twice. Really, I can't recall. I probably only met her maybe like 3 or 4 times in the whole 3 years that I've been here, like a couple times here and there. She had been
The company you work for.
So I maybe only met her 3 or 4 times. That's a little bit different from what he first said. Shows how friendly she was with workers, even if they weren't working for her. Did she attract attention from the wrong worker? Absolutely could have. Absolutely. I want to see his eyes better. I know this clip is kind of not too good, unfortunately. It's just their service out there, right? Yeah. All right, let's see. Play the rest of this.
Do other workers also use?
No, because I'm the only one that comes. Yeah, I'm the only one that comes. I'm not sure. Miss McGaw, to be honest, I'm not sure what her contract says and if other techs come and spray your house or anything, but she has a big pack rat problem. So
she does.
Yeah.
I saw the road.
Yeah. So we caught 13 today. 13 out of 14 traps. Yeah. So
those signs. Do you did law enforcement talk to you?
No, I haven't.
Question. So they use chemicals and stuff when they catch those rats, right? So they probably got to wear like certain types of gloves for that, right, you guys? Yeah, I think so too. He seems just kind of, maybe he's just nervous because he's on camera, right? Who knows? But I thought it was interesting what he says. I think it's good that they got more still shots off her camera, even if not from that night, because it will show the other workers. I agree. They also said that we're going to get into that in just a moment. They also said that they got some images from a few days prior. And if you remember, that was when she had her birthday gathering. Do you guys remember that? Could she have a secret relationship? Oh, like if she started like dating somebody else, maybe? I'm not sure. After her husband, we were never told anything like that. Her husband did pass a long time ago. Maybe. Or even just had like a companion or something. I agree. I think maybe he feels like bad that he was on the property and he got caught or something, because it does say no trespassing all over, right?
Smoking with no one. In a matter of fact, this is my first time back over here in probably you know, a couple months because she's on a bi-monthly, so we take care of our customers like on a bi-monthly basis.
But the last time you were here,
The last it's
been a while.
it's probably been about a year almost, you know, a little, maybe 8 months since the last time I ever saw Miss Gunn. It was early in the morning. Came to set traps for Miss McGaw.
Yeah.
You know, hi Miss Guthrie, how are you?
You ever see anyone here with her?
I never did.
How did you know it was her though? How did
Okay, so he says that he's known her for 3 years and he's seen her 3 or 4 times. The last time that he actually saw Nancy Guthrie was 3 or 4 months ago. Thank you, Miss Jen, for your super sticker, my love. Thank you so much. I appreciate you supporting me. I need to get little noisemakers here. We'll do that. Thank you, dear. You're awesome. Thank you. Of course, he's mentioning that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see.
you know it was Miss Guthrie?
you know, I be specific, but I mean, she was coming out this property.
I mean, but how did you know it was Miss Guthrie?
That's what I'm saying. I assumed kind of.
Now
you know,
putting it
and
together.
then I'm putting it together.
So you didn't know it was Savannah's mom?
Exactly.
Oh,
I didn't know
she
the
was
full
just
details.
another lady.
At the time,
But
just
it was another lady. It was a woman from this home.
basically, you know what I mean.
But she could walk. Like,
yeah, she could walk. Yeah, she could walk in.
Friendly.
Very
And also,
friendly.
like, no problem using the driveway.
No,
have
not
that.
at all. She would tell me, hey, if you got a pass, go right on ahead. So I just told her, like, there's a few nests that always, they reaccumulate after a month or two. You know, these guys
Right.
start.
You need help?
No.
You good? I'll help you. If you need help, you got. I'll help you. I'll grab another side and help you.
No worries at all.
That's interesting.
What's your name?
It's my
Hey,
little workout, Jake.
JLR.
Nice to meet you. Yes, sir.
Nice
Right
Jake.
here. So
Thank you.
nice to meet
Thank
all
you for the
gentlemen.
insight,
Yes,
Jake.
sir. I'm glad you guys are.
I'm not gonna.
Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Right on.
I'm not gonna focus on you. You know what I mean?
No,
Go and do
that's
your thing,
I was trying to get his face.
man. If we just we're like, what in the heck's going?
Yeah. Unfortunately, guys, his camera was melting, I guess. I don't know. Or the service wasn't too good that day, yesterday. And unfortunately, that's the clearest I could get it, you guys. I apologize. And what Tucson girl said something very interesting. When I lived in more rural Arizona, one of the pest control guys showed up with his cousin, who he said was helping him out that day, but was not wearing a uniform. I kept my eyes on him all the time. Yeah. Could someone had been helping out one of these workers that, you know, I mean, she has a lot of people actually come up on her property. Like, for instance, like the pool people. We've seen the landscapers. What else? She had somebody else come up and fix like not the plumber, but somebody else fixed some type of sprinkler. And that's another thing. What about the sprinkler? You guys remember the sprinkler head? How did that get broken? Yeah, if I was there, I'd be interrogating him too. Oh, thank you, Hope. I would have kept him talking. I would have kept him talking all day. Been like,
What's going on here? Because we still like coming down the driveway.
I definitely, you know, that's why I wanted to say hi to you guys. And like I said, assuming, you know, from the time.
What do you think happened?
that's the best view of his face I can get. Some lady walked to the door and took pictures. Yeah, I think it's BS. Oh, an electrician. Yeah, the electrician was out there not too. I think it was around the 11th of January? You guys correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, there's been a lot of people that just walk up on her property. It's ridiculous, right? It is. Even with the no trespassing. And they do that because the sheriff never put up police tape or anything. Never. So what do you think of this guy? I think maybe he's just nervous. He saw them all out there and just came down to talk. But he's like, yeah, I know her. She's a very nice lady. And then goes down to, I've only seen her 3 or 4 times in the past 3 years. And the last time I seen her was 8 months ago, right? Yeah. Sounds like someone or people were studying her daily movements. Yeah. Well, we got to think about this. Like, what was she doing within the past week, right? Um, what was she doing in the past week? Let me remove him. We know she had a birthday gathering on the 27th. Who was there? Who was at that birthday gathering? I do know one person that was there that she was supposed to meet the following day, and that was Ann Burnsome. She lives like 7 miles away. Yeah. She lives 7 miles away. So that was somebody that she was with on the 27th and was supposed to meet up with on the 1st for church. So also Annie and Tomasso, same. She's seen them prior, right? You're on the pants still. Yeah. Yeah, I heard he was too. Mm-hmm. All right. There is something new I want to get into with you guys. 1 second. Let me share this with you. Oh, I don't want to share an image file. Oh, I got to remove this real quick. All right. Right here. So this is new. It just came out. Okay, so this will talk a little bit more about the FBI and how they recovered more images from her security cameras. Okay, we're gonna go over this. She took an Uber to the dollar store around 5:30 p.m. How do you know that, Priceless? Will you send me that information if you have a link to it or anything? Here, I'm gonna put my email here. Here, 1, 2, there we go. Okay. If you have that, will you please send that to me? Oh my God, the pants is like LOL doll. Yeah, exactly. Her pants is like the blanket, right? It's freaking crazy. Did you see that new thing with Durwood, Jess? Oh. All right. So this just came out, and I'm just going to read it to you. It's Nancy Guthrie. Feds recover more images from her home security cameras. And I'm going to show you some photos and stuff here too. So the FBI has some new information to pour over the Nancy Guthrie case because the feds have been able to recover more images from surveillance cameras at her Arizona home. Let me blow that up a little bit better. Okay. It goes on to say, according to ABC News, the feds recovered thumbnail images from Nancy's motion-activated camera that were pointed at her swimming pool, backyard, and side yard. So they got it from thumbnail images. So from motion-activated cameras that were pointed at her swimming pool, her backyard, and side yard. So right here, and probably over here where this mother-in-law suite is. You guys look at all the media here before. Right? Goes on to say the report says the images showed several people in the backyard and side yard, and they are from before Nancy's abduction and shortly afterwards, including the law enforcement response. So shortly before her abduction, we remember that she had that gathering, right, you guys? She had all those people there at her house. It is a beautiful house. All those people at her house on the 27th. Now, we don't know how many were there. We don't know. Now, I've mentioned this before, right? So she had her birthday gathering. She had probably her closest friends. Maybe her daughter Annie was there, stuff like that, right? Maybe her granddaughter, Annie's daughter. And did these people that she invited to her birthday party have a like +1 come with them? You know what I mean? Like sometimes if you have like a gathering, you're like, you can bring like a +1. And usually you're supposed to like, usually people like keep a list of who's coming, right? Have you ever like hosted like a birthday party or even a baby shower, wedding, stuff like that? Who is your plus one? Are you bringing an extra person? So I have enough food. So I have enough, just enough stuff for everybody. I have seen Joyous. I saw her, I think 2 days ago. She was in the room with Shan and I when we did our live. She's doing okay. Well, she was 2 days ago. I have her email. She's doing okay, honey. So, for instance, could that camera basically had spotted people from her birthday gathering? Because it says shortly before and after. So it says, interestingly, the cameras did not capture anything on the night of the abduction other than what the FBI has already released, showing a masked suspect with a backpack. So the cameras did not capture anything the night, just what we have already seen. But they said that there's other photos of people in the backyard. That's strange. Okay. So yeah, they were probably out here. Maybe they came out here for a while. I don't know if it's cold there like in January. Oh, I'm sure it's cold there at night and stuff. So it says ABC News sources told them there's nothing suspicious in the new images. So it has to be from when she had her birthday party and stuff, is from what I'm gathering here. It says Nancy's been missing for ongoing 6 weeks now. 6 weeks. How has this man outsmarted everybody? How? Oh, maybe she's out of town. Okay. Kind of like the Reiners who brought their son Conan's Christmas party, who brought an uninvited guest to Nancy's. Exactly. Could someone had been like an uninvited guest at her home? And if it was on the 27th, which is a few days prior to her disappearance, did they leave a window unlocked or something, or grab a key off of her keychain, anything to where they could have got into her house? Teresa says, too strange to have her party, and then goes, exactly. Teresa, and that's why I bring that up. She just had a gathering, right? She just had a gathering at her house. So did somebody that was a plus one or acquaintance, old friend, did she run into somebody like at the grocery store, or, I don't know, who knows? Did she run into somebody she used to know, old friend, acquaintance, or did any of these people that were invited to her house bring over a plus one that had bad intentions, right? Because what are the chances of it happening right around the same time is where I'm getting at. She wrote in a journal every day. I bet she wrote down. That is very interesting, Missy. That is very interesting. And they need to check out. Well, I mean, I believe they did check out everybody that came there. Maybe they need to check twice. Would you buy a backpack from that company? Okay. See, I think I'm behind. This is $20 million investigation. Could all been avoided if Nancy had a working camera. Yeah, I agree. Was it $20 a month? Not even. It says the Pima County Sheriff's Department issued a news statement Friday saying they continue to analyze various forms of evidence in Nancy Guthrie's case, including material from laboratories as well as images and videos captured by cameras. Pima County Sheriff's Department adds, at the time, we will not commit on the details or status of this analysis. And then someone writes, Dear Lord, please bring Nancy home. My thoughts and prayers and heart go out to the family. There's a bunch of comments here. It's the same person, it looks like. So, interesting, right? What do you guys think about that? Not much, right? Why would they tell us there's new images, but don't well, I guess if it doesn't have anything to do with, but still, why did they even admit? Why did they even say they got new images if it has nothing to do with it? Can someone tell me that? How did he outsmart everybody? And yes, that is kind of what we're going to get into for a minute. How did this person outsmart everybody? I want you guys to put a 1 in the chat if you think that this perpetrator, if he is if he's done this before, or do you think he's an amateur, right? 1 amateur, 2 professional. What do you guys think? Let's look at him. Let me bring this up. This is him obviously trying to cover the Nest camera, right? Being weird with this. And this is, I want to show you something. Where is the one? I got so many photos of this guy. It's crazy. Okay. That's such a creepy picture. It looks like a Halloween movie, him standing in the back. They would have already checked on all guests. They might. I don't know if the sheriff's office just checked. Maybe they should have more people check on him. He's a lone wolf and covered from head to toe to minimum. Yeah, and there you go, Kat. He made sure to wrap himself up. That way he doesn't leave any DNA behind. Now, everybody keeps going off of this bite light, right? The light that you see in his mouth right there, which is usually used in like fishing. I know some aviators use it. Mechanics can use it. Stuff like that, right? So people are like, well, they're betting that he took this light out of his mouth. What if he didn't remove the light out of his mouth, you guys? What if he didn't remove the bite light out of his mouth? Then there wouldn't have been any DNA, right? Be a cover up. What if he kept that in his mouth the entire time? All right, a bunch of you saying 2. 1, maybe to fool the perps into thinking they're not on any videos. That is very good, Tucson girl. Maybe they're just saying that so it doesn't scare him into, yeah, I see what you're saying. 1 amateur. Thank you. 1. Yeah. He acts like an amateur with certain things, like with the holster he has, how he has the wrong firearm in the holster. Hold on, I gotta fix my earphones. They start hurting my ears after a while. And with the foliage going over the camera is completely amateur. Or someone said that maybe he was doing it to stop motions, right? Stop the motion alerts, or so it doesn't detect a person, which I thought was like a really smart idea. Now, then he acts like a professional because he hasn't gotten caught yet, or maybe they have an idea who he is, but he hasn't gotten caught yet. He hardly left anything behind. And with the one DNA collection, they said there wasn't enough there to like basically get anything off of it, like to find out who he is. So he acts like both, like an amateur and a professional. What if he is an amateur at committing crimes, but isn't an amateur at being at crime scenes, like knowing how they work? You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. So for instance, he's an amateur at committing crimes, but isn't an amateur at like knowing how crime scenes work. Like for instance, he will know what the police and FBI will look for, what they will do with collecting evidence, how they will check the digital footprints, stuff like that. What do you guys think about that? He should have shaved his beard. Well, what if he didn't have one and that's a fake one? Some people are saying it's fake. Maybe they were wearing a fake beard and stuff to throw off people. I know that's a long shot, but that's what makes him a professional, by covering up. Yes, exactly. Because like the white suit that he has underneath, which looks like some kind of like hazmat suit or a painter suit or whatever, what have you. And then he's got at least like 2 to 3 pairs of gloves on, right? Which is interesting, because how are you going to use your sidearm with that many pairs of gloves, right? I think the one hand that seems to be close, much like there was a problem with it. Yeah, like he couldn't close his hand or something. Yeah, I could see that. I think he was paid to do the job by some very rich and important people relating to this whole Prince Andrew mess and what was caused Savannah this pain. I've heard about and some people are saying like the Epstein files too. Oh, it's crazy. I hope she is found too. How about a person who was doing the catering for Nancy's special day? Yeah, that's very interesting. I wonder if she did have a caterer. I know she liked to cook and stuff, but if you look on her Facebook page, she has like her pumpkin pie and pineapple upside down cake and stuff. So I wonder if she made the food or somebody else did. He didn't have full use for one of the hands. I believe they are putting out information so the alleged perpetrators will think he's free. Oh, you know he's watching. He's watching everybody he can to get as much information from all over. Is he watching? Like, where's he watching from, right? Like, is he still in the state of Arizona, or could it be in another state? Could he be using a VPN to watch? We have never had so much manpower on a case with. I know. It's crazy. I'm hoping someone will hear my thoughts on the plant in the front camera. I don't believe it was camouflage. Makes no sense. He could have easily just used his. Yeah. That him grabbing that is just very odd. It's like he didn't want to like rip or break the camera at first for some reason. He could have just bought the holster was available. Yes, true. He could have just, maybe he didn't have a holster, right? Maybe he didn't have a holster for it and just bought what was available. Or maybe he borrowed one from somebody. Mm-hmm. What if he purchased the stuff off like eBay or like used, right? Like maybe he went into a Goodwill store, right? Like a used clothing store. And if you don't wash it, because they don't wash the clothes, Goodwill doesn't. They usually just put them up on hangers and sell them, right? What if he grabbed that stuff, like the holster from, I don't know if they have them at Goodwill, but just this backpack and all that stuff. And that would have DNA from another person on him. Perp overcompensates to cover himself, yet didn't have a handy tool to remove the camera. Yes, I agree. Even like duct tape, not like duct tape, or spray paint or something to cover the camera, right? I agree. I feel like, yeah, I'm really, really leaning, right? And this is just my speculation on this, obviously. I'm really, really leaning that this person, this perpetrator, kidnapper, has some type of background, either former, maybe law enforcement or military. Maybe didn't even, you know what I mean? Maybe didn't even finish somewhere along the lines, right? They have some type of knowledge, like how crime scenes will be investigated, in my opinion. Right? I just, it's just strange because he acts, like I said, certain things he's got on seem very like an amateur. But then on the other hand, I mean, it's been difficult to find him. What if he had 2 masks on? Very well. Very could have. Low-level thug does this for, yeah, could. But he did a very good job because he's stumping people. But then on the other hand, you have your sheriff that's, and I hate to say this, but it seems like he's botched the case since the very beginning. I heard one of the former FBI, I believe, said that the foliage grab was to grasp the smooth plastic Nest camera housing. Like easier to pull off or something, pull the camera off. I used to do things when I was younger, and layered clothes makes it harder to tell body. It absolutely does. It absolutely does. And I think that's why a lot of people are like, oh, the eyes look like a female, right? And the body type, obviously, a male. It's just, yeah, they've definitely got a few layers of clothing on. Did you see the guy that was working next door using Nancy Guthrie's driveway as a shortcut to Yes, we just played that, No Justice. If you rewind a little bit, you'll catch that video. It's like a 5-minute clip if you cut back and watch that. I got something else I want to show you guys too. One second. Let me see something. So bite lights. And who would have a bite light? Who would think to bring a bite light with them? Like, that's smart, right? Like, I have never even heard of a bite light before, but I'm not you know what I mean? I don't go around like doing this either. But who would think to bring a bite light? That's just crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. One second. I want to pull up this real quick for you. This is the new. Let me grab this real quick. Where is it at? Right here. Okay. So this actually talks about the DNA, and I want to pull this up real quick. All right, one second. There we go. Don't play without me, please. All right. Let's see. Let me remove that. All right, I'm just going to remove this real quick, and then I'm going to
University, which is what she showed me. And she really walked me through how all of this actually works. How do they actually get DNA from a crime scene? How do they get DNA from the gloves? Remember, they got DNA from the gloves. What does it mean when it's mixed, and how do they overcome it? And when can't they overcome it? Because sometimes they can't. And she talked to me very specifically about what's standing out to her about this case when it comes to DNA. And there's just a lot that I didn't realize or know. I mean, about different ways that they can get DNA. I didn't realize, you know, there's just a lot. I want you guys to, and this is really an informative interview, especially when you think about the Nancy Guthrie case. So I wanted to show you my full conversation with April. Let's start from the beginning, and let's use gloves as an example, like gloves found on the side of the road in the Nancy Guthrie case.
Correct.
Once you find the gloves, what do you do?
So once gloves are found, what they're going to do is, however they are recovered, they undoubtedly had been peeled off by somebody. And what you could have potentially had is them exposing the interior of the glove. And you may have found gloves that look like this. And so they would have received those into the laboratory, and they would have taken a swab just like this. It looks like a Q-tip, but these are long-handled swabs that we use in the laboratory. They would have taken that and they would have wet it. I'm going to show you guys what that looks like to let you know, as forensic scientists, they would be practicing what we call clean technique. I would have a mask on. I would have my lab coat. And a mask, we now know from our life experience with COVID that there are little saliva droplets through the air, so that as I'm talking to you, I could potentially be contaminating something. So in a laboratory, I would be wearing a
But I'm talking
mask.
even on the side of the road. Is this what they would be doing?
They would be doing, so they would collect it.
Okay.
They would put it in an envelope, they would seal it, and then they would start what's called a chain of custody, meaning from the point that they collected it, they're going to time and date stamp that on a document, and then they're going to assign whoever collected that.
Okay.
Then that's going to get submitted to the laboratory. And then somebody like me, who's a serologist, is going to come through, and I'm going to be collecting DNA off an item. And depending on the nature and the context of what the allegation in it. So in this case, if I received a glove, I would know that I had skin cells on it. And if you think about wearing gloves, the longer you wear them, the more friction you have and the more of your skin cells you're leaving behind. So the longer somebody wears it, more skin cells. So what I would do is I would take a swab, I would wet it with some water, and this is sterile water. And I'm just going to wet this swab, okay? And use into that. And then what the serologist is going to do is they're going to swab this, and they're going to pick up all those skin cells that are on that glove. Not every single one, but they're going to pick up a sufficient amount of representation. And then this is going to go forward for DNA analysis. So they know already that if they only have skin cells to work with, that's not a DNA-rich substance like blood or saliva or semen. They're going to take this sample and they're going to move it forward, and they're going to do a DNA extraction. And what that means is they're going to cut the material off this swab. So actually, I'm going to do that for you guys. I'm going to grab, sorry, I got to grab a sharp object. Yeah, feel free to. So they're going to use either a surgical scalpel or they're going to use a sterile razor blade like this. And in this case, they're going to cut this sample. They're going to peel back this cotton. And if you can see, you see how I roll that back? And they're going to cut the surface of this. They're going to put it into a tube like so. And then this is what goes forward for DNA analysis. It is what I swabbed off the surface and I got onto my sticks. And so then this will go through a process where we use these reagents and we're going to break open those skin cells and release the contents of the cells. So if you think back to your biology days in school, you had the outer part of the cell, which is called the cell membrane. It's made out of fats. We want to get rid of that. We want to get rid of the protein. All we want to end up with at the end is a nice clean DNA sample. So after that is done and we have a liquid sample, then we're going to figure out how much DNA did we get out of the sample, because we have an ideal amount like to put into our reaction where we copy the DNA. So if you have a really strong body fluid like blood, I'm going to get more DNA than I need. So I might have to dilute the sample. If I have skin cells, I have an expectation I'm not going to get a lot of DNA. So run this instrument over here. This is actually called a Quant Studio. And we would put a plate in here. I have one here where each one of these wells has, oh, it's heated up. I'm not going to take it out. I'll leave it. Each well has a place where we put each individual sample. And this is what tells us how much DNA we have. And after that, then I use a kit. And these are kits that are used by forensic crime laboratory. We want everybody in a crime laboratory to be looking at the same exact areas of DNA that we're looking at. So the FBI governs forensic crime laboratories, government labs. And so we know exactly which areas we're copying. And if you think about it, we standardize it for our US databases, and so that we can compare results. So we would use this, and this is called a thread, is you would use a very small amount of that DNA. We actually need 1 nanogram of DNA. It's a very, very small amount. It's a very sensitive technique. And we would copy those areas where we know people are different. And I want to show you a diagram of what that looks like. And I want to show you the difference between, so I have pulled up an example here. So this should tell you the difference. Okay, so these are areas of DNA that we copy. And this is what crime labs are copying. And you saw this in the Nancy Guthrie case. When they submitted that blood is really rich in DNA. So it lends itself to the standard testing that we do in forensic crime laboratories. So they would have copied areas of DNA that are called short tandem repeats. They're short because they're only 4 bases. They're tandem, meaning they're right next to each other. So if you notice, these are right next to each other, just right in a row, right?
Yep.
And then they're repeated. And so you see this pattern repeats over and over and over again. And what you see is this person has 5 repeats. This person has 6 or 7. And we are all different, the number of repeats we have. These are areas of our DNA where we can separate people and tell them apart. And those are the areas we want to copy. We don't want to copy the other areas that are standard in humans.
So that's how you can tell whether someone's DNA is theirs.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. And matter of fact, we look at over 20 different areas. So you and I may both have 5 repeats at one area just by coincidence. But by looking at over 20 of them, we can see, that's when we see differences among people.
What is this machine?
All right. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, 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 hello. Can you guys hear me? No? Yeah, okay. My mic stopped working. I don't know why. My microphone stopped working, so I'm using the microphone on my laptop. You hear me? Thank you. I apologize. I apologize. For some reason, the mic stopped working. I'm not sure what happened with it. Maybe I hit a button or something. There's a delay. Yeah. That's really strange. It sounds okay. Yeah, I'm talking to you through my laptop now. My mic just went out. Well, I wanted to go through that video with you, and that was embarrassing. For some reason, the mic was working, and then it stopped. I don't know why. That's really, really embarrassing. I wanted to say something real quick. Miss Joyce, thank you for becoming a member, honey. We appreciate you being here. Thank you. I was trying to say thank you, and my mic stopped working. So I don't know what the heck is going on. Appreciate you guys. It's kind of embarrassing. Thank you. I see that. I do see that, Priceless. I see that on X. I just seen that. Thank you. I'm electronics, right? I've got two mics here, a mic there, a mic here and there. What they were talking about was the DNA, and I want to go over this. And thank you to Deb. So the bite light that our perpetrator had in his mouth, right? A lot of people are thinking that maybe he took out the bite light. And give me 1 second. I want to. So, who uses bite lights, right? Bite lights, they're primarily used by pilots, right? And specialized workers needing like hands-free, mouth-held illumination, right? Sporty's pilot shop. So, usually aviation gear provides these tools featuring a silicone biteable ring designed to provide light for cockpit tasks, pre-flight inspections, and maintenance without using their hands. So key users of bite lights, pilots for night flying to maintain hand usage for flight controls, throttle, and navigation charts. What do you guys think of that? Do we know any kind of, yeah, it's mainly for aviation. Absolutely. Tucson girl, thank you so much. I appreciate you for being here. It's been my pleasure to talk back and forth with you throughout this case. And we've really learned some really strange things going on here, right? Thank you so much. Pilots mainly. Also a fisherman. Fishermen use them as well, which usually those lights that fishermen use, they usually use them on their pole. They don't usually keep them in their mouth though, right? It says anglers bite lights or bite-in light are used in fishing to indicate when a fish has taken the bait. So actually I have used little tiny, they're like the glow rods. They're like really small, and you can hook them to your line, and when it's dark and when the fish takes it, you can see the little glow rod going under. And electricians, thank you guys. Towards a new mic. I've got a lot of mics though. Like I have a whatchamacallit, a Blue Yeti, which is really loud. It's like an ASMR microphone. So I'm like, I'm not doing ASMR. And then I just bought this one. I literally just bought it last week. And I guess now it doesn't want to work. It's probably me. It's user error though. user error. I probably hit a button and I didn't realize it, and I don't know. I need to buy a new body. Thank you. So think about that. So mainly used in fishing and aviation. And it says technician, mechanics for working in dark, tight, or restricted spaces where a headlamp is impractical, where they can't get in. And fishing ones are usually greenish. Absolutely. But mainly these lights are used in aviation. I don't know. You know, I don't want to speculate on this, right? It is what it is. It says what it says. I don't want to speculate on it. But it's strange, right? Mechanics, electricians. Once again, Perp was over prepared yet stuck a light in his mouth and a plant for the camera. Might be his first big time crime. You know, maybe his first crime, and then maybe he's familiar with crime scenes, like he's actually been to crime scenes before. He knows what the procedures are when they actually go there. You know, like I said, like digital footprints, they look at cameras, the way they do the DNA analysis. Could be. Hi, Texas. A DJ might use to run his turntable at a club or the lights. Could be. I mean, they're used in a lot of things, but the main professions that use them are aviators. You can use them when you go fishing, like we were just talking about. You hook them onto your line. When the fish takes the line and goes under, you can see your little light moving. You can see where the fish goes. Daphne, but don't you think he would have to take it out of his mouth to tell Nancy what he wanted to do? I mean, he might have had it stuck like in the back, right? Like, where did he have it placed? Let's look at this photo real quick. Give me a second. I'm going to pull it up. Now, when he's at the actual camera in the front, let me find the photo real quick. I have a really good photo of him. I can pull it up. Does he have it in the front? Does he have it in the back? Right? He could just have it. Maybe he has it like stuck in the side. I mean, he could talk like that. Did he actually scream at Nancy? Maybe there was another one that did all the talking, right? Is this it right here? Let's see. Hold on. No, that's not the one. Let me grab. That's the one where he's trying to mess with I've got 100 pictures of this guy. Let's see. Which one do I have here? That's the Wi-Fi. Yeah, and that's another strange thing. Oh, I want to show you guys this in a minute. Give me 1 second. We were talking about this driveway the other day too. The marks in the driveway that the New York Post put up. Now, where is this? Give me 1 second. That's the one without backpack in it. Okay. So this bite light, right? It kind of looks like it's on the side, like he's got it on the side. It doesn't look like the two front teeth. What do you guys think? Hi, Diamonds. Thank you. Sorry, like I was trying to say hi and my thing went out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Water. I can't remember who said it in chat, but he probably was told to wear or did a bit of planning like online. I don't think the light is from his profession. You don't think the light's from, like, if you were, I mean, I've never committed a crime like this. Like, but think about it. Like, who's going to think to get a bite light? Like, seriously. Like, before he went to go do this crime, like, he has a list. Like, I need to wear this, this, and this. And, oh, let me get my bite light, right? I don't know. Oh, that's a good thought. So he tried to outsmart the cops. Yeah, and that's what I was thinking, that maybe he was like former law enforcement or something. Like I said, some of the things he does looks like an amateur, and maybe he was trying to look like an amateur. I don't know. Yeah, usually when you have a foreign device in your mouth, you will, I'm not going to say slobber, but your mouth will fill up with saliva. Anything foreign in your mouth, like, when you put chewing gum in there, you got saliva. So when he pulled the light out of his mouth, his saliva may have gotten on something inside the house or door handle. So that's if he pulled the bite light out, right? That's what people are accounting for. So if he actually pulled the bite light out of his mouth, then yes, it could definitely be on like his glove. And if he touched the door handle, or what would be the main things he would touch, right? Door handle, obviously. If he grabbed, anything of Nancy's, like Nancy's phone, like I first heard that he turned her device off, but I don't know. Things change so much in this case. So if he touched her bedside table, so that saliva is getting moved all around, right? If he went to the kitchen, touched a table in there, anything like that. Now, if he kept it in his mouth the whole time and somehow sprayed like saliva, that would be like the best for them to grab DNA from that. Did you notice during LD interview, his hands looked thick and puffy, and the hand the suspect uses with the flowers looks thick? I think because maybe, yeah, because at first it looked like he had boxing gloves on, but I think he's just got a few pairs of gloves on. Oh, I know, caregiver. It's crazy. Well, like I said in the beginning, this whole case has just been watched, I think. Someone who needed his hands free, absolutely. But think about it. Why not just wear like a headlamp, right? Because then, listen to this. Think about this. Okay, if he had a headlamp, right, he would have to actually, he needed his hands free. Absolutely, Haley. There you go. Because if he had a headlamp, he would have to continually keep touching that headlamp, right, to turn it off and on. With the bite light, he can manually do it with his jaw. You think it's a robbery gone wrong? Usually, I mean, if it was a robbery gone wrong, they most likely probably could have got in and out of her house without her even hearing them, in my opinions. Like, she had her hearing aids out, we were told, and she just recently had to upgrade her hearing aids to like extra, like, I'm not going to say extra strength, but like heavy duty hearing aids. And he probably could have snuck in and out with no problem. And even if she did hear them, I mean, it doesn't take anything to, like, they could have ran off, right, without bothering her. They could have just restrained her and then left. I don't know. Probably also, and also the full backpack, right? Like the backpack was full. And in my opinion, nobody's going to go to a house to rob a house with a full backpack, in my opinion. They are also used backstage theater. Whoa. Priceless says they are also used by backstage theater wardrobe staff for rapid, dark costume changes and by anglers for their use bite lights. Oh, that's interesting. The first part, I did not know that. That is very interesting. I feel like if he did talk to Nancy, he would have to remove the bite light. Well, depending on how large that bite light is, right? Did he have the bite light actually like stuck on the side? Did he have anything like to, for instance, like how did he have it in his mouth, right? It had to be large enough for him not to swallow it on accident. So it has to be some kind of like, you know, those things that dentists use, they're like bite blocks. Do you know what I'm talking about? They're like the little bite blocks that you put in your, the side of your cheek in the back. He could have had it in something like that. Maybe he made something, glued it together, who knows, and made something like that. So it would be easier to stay in his mouth. So he didn't have to remove it. But I would think too, with a foreign device in his mouth, saliva would get all over. Yes, door handle, absolutely. Check the broken lamp. Was there a broken lamp? See, there's been so many things said, and then the sheriff will say no. So that's interesting. Broken lamp, yeah, has to be something he did, right? Yes, touch DNA. For instance, like he goes and touches the doorknob, and yes, he could have injured one hand. Yeah. Yes, your mouth. Yeah, it's kind of like having like, I guess, like dentures or something in your mouth, right? Like, but like something foreign. I wonder if they make a light tough ring jewelry. I can see him holding a town bar with light jewelry between their teeth. Just a thought. I'll have to look that up. Oh, like a tongue ring that's a light? Yeah, but he turns it off by biting it. That's interesting that you say that. Hey, I know that's weird, but that's really interesting that like a tongue ring. And if you bite it, right, it turns off. Bite it again, it turns on. That's interesting you say that. That is really interesting you say that. And you're making my wheels in my head turn. Oh, thank you, Jen. Key aspects of Bite Light: mouthpieces, hands-free lighting, designed for tasks requiring both hands, such as maintenance, backstage, or prefix inspections. Well, they need to check out people that use these type of lights, right? Anybody that can get their hands on these type of lights, they need to choose. Yeah, it's a lot faster. And when he needs to turn it off, he just bites it. He doesn't need to touch it with his hand. You could see him turning that light off and on when he goes to grab the foliage, right? Let me see. I have the video. When he goes to bend down to grab the foliage, you can actually see him turn that little light on and off. And I would really like to know if they have those tongue rings like that. That would be cool. I know they make them in, hold on, let me see this real quick. No, that's not the one I wanted to do. Let's look at this. Watch him turn it on. Watch him turn this on. When he goes down to, let me remove this one. Okay, here. Make this where you guys can see. Okay, I want you guys to see this real quick. I'm just gonna, here, we'll just start playing that right there. I'm gonna pause it when he gets there. Right when he walks over to the foliage, he turns it on for just a quick second, and then he turns it off. Watch. Okay, so bent over. Okay, let me see if I can just keep it going slow. See it? Do you guys see the bite light? Right there. Zoom in. Right there. Zoom into your screen if you can't see it. Here, let me see if I can get a better picture of it so you guys can see that better. He literally turns that bite light on for 2 seconds to grab the foliage and then turns it off. Did you guys ever catch that? Well, you know what I'm thinking about, Tucson Girl, right? With the backstage thing, right? That place over there that you drove by. That's what I'm thinking about. Oh, shoot, they do? They have a tongue ring with a light on Amazon. Get out of here. Could that be? The tongue ring lights are bright though. They're not bright though. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jen. Yeah, but what if they you're gonna make me order a freaking tongue ring now. With the light in it to see how bright they are. All right, hold on. I'm gonna pull up a better picture of it. Give me a second, or a better video. Just hold on 1 second. I'm gonna go on X because I can blow it up better. Second. All right, come on. Where is it? I just gotta find it first. I got so many darn videos here. All right, come on. No, not that one. I tweet too much. I repost like 100 things over and over. No, that's not it. Come on, I know I have it in here somewhere. 1 second, you guys. Just where are you at? All right, here it is. Okay. Let me take this one down. Where's it at? Remove that. Stop that. Okay. And I'm going to show this real quick. And we can blow it up and you can see it better. All right. Let me do this. Oh, I wish they would not. Okay. Okay. Let me slow this down. Yeah. Watch when he. Come on. Did I? Okay. There we go. All right. There he goes. Okay. Now watch when he goes. Watch when he goes over here by the. There we go. All right. So he doesn't have it on right now, but you can see him flick it on as soon as he bends down. Right there. Right there. He kind of flickers it. For some reason, my freaking video won't stop. My video won't pause. That's weird. Right there. And then he turns it off. Yeah. I mean, it's not very bright though, you guys. Like, it's not that bright that yeah, you guys see it? For some reason it won't let me pause the video. My computer's acting crazy today. All right. Are we sure it's not a reflector on his backpack? No, it's definitely something in his mouth. It's definitely a bite light. I have it in my shorts on the video on the channel. If you go into the shorts, you can see it and you can blow it up. Actually on your cell phone's the best place to watch it because it fills the whole cell phone up and you can pause it and stuff. But for some reason it won't let me pause anything on X right there. Okay. All right, 1 second. All right. Yeah, it's the bite light. And if you can order them off Amazon, have you guys ever purchased one off Amazon? Let's see, tongue ring light. Let's see. Glow in the dark, but that wouldn't be it. Let's see. I don't want a glow in the dark one. Glow in the dark light up, I guess. Or with battery. It says with battery. With battery. Let's see. I see ones that are glow in the dark. Is there ones that actually light up with the light? I don't know. I'm going to have to do some searching. Daphne, a creator we have watched did a video last night with one. I think it was used. Oh, so someone else was talking about it. I think that's smart because it's already in his mouth. He's not going to swallow it because it's his tongue ring. It was all staged. The camera's going out. Yeah, I agree. That's another thing, though, too. Yeah, I've never seen a bite light either, Liza. Like, I never had to use one, right? Like, what am I going to use one for? Maybe I will buy one of the tongue rings, which I don't have my tongue pierced, but my next live I do, I'll have a bite light tongue ring to show you guys because I'm really wanting to see how it works. So I'm really interested in it. You would think he would use a bite light for the first time as he's going to do some illegal. So, well, if it's a tongue ring bite light, if you know how to use it pretty good, it's like the first he tried to shut it off. He knows how to flash it well too, right? To make it work for him. The bite light was to bother the security camera, and I said, yeah, absolutely. Well, and the security camera too will make it look a lot brighter than it really is. Oh, you sent me an email of it, Deborah. I gotta see what this looks like. Okay, thank you. Let's see. Oh, awesome. Well, let's see here. Oh, no shit. It's LED, so it can. Thank you. So these are LEDs, you guys. Look right here. Eternity LED glow right here, guys. But can you shut them off though? That's the thing. Can you shut them off in your mouth? Here, let me see. They're LED, so they'd be bright. Look. They'd be pretty bright if they're LED. Illumination tongue. It's freaking interesting. Imagine that. Light up LED tongue piercing. Look at that. And the website is Eternity LED Glow. I was looking on Amazon to see LED jewelry. It's freaking interesting. I only see his colors though. I don't see any whites, but I'm sure you can get them. Yeah. Hey, that's a really freaking good idea though. Yeah. Well, the tongue ring you're not going to swallow because it's pierced in your mouth. Yeah. I'm really thinking about well, I know tongue rings are common, so I didn't know they had lights on them. All right, everybody. I appreciate you being with me here today. Oh, wait. This. I want to show you this before I leave. Hi, Ruby. Thank you. I was going to leave, but I have to show you this real quick. Okay, so the New York Post actually took this photo right after Nancy went missing. And I know that we were talking about it in my video the other day. What does it look like to you? Does it look like wheelchair marks? Does it look like it's too small, right? It's too small to be like any kind of vehicle, right? Like a wheelchair, it could be like a walker or something like that. JLR reposted this as well. What does that look like to you guys? Yeah, who owns a piercing place? Absolutely. What do you guys think? A wheelbarrow? Yeah, some people are saying wheelbarrow too. Yeah. Wheelbarrow, walker, wheelchair, something like that. Now, the thing is, if somebody's going to come up there with a wheelchair, it's going to show marks going up and marks coming back down, right? So could Nancy have had a walker or a wheelchair? Maybe even had a wheelbarrow out in her backyard. I mean, geez, they were there for 41 minutes, right? They might have even been there longer. Yeah, a wheelbarrow only has one wheel in the front. You're right. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Because the back you would hold up. Yeah. So this has to be like walker or a wheelchair or something. Yeah. You could see where the wheels are, right? You could see where the wheels are on there. You guys can take a screenshot, or I can post it too on my community post. You guys can take it off there. Yeah. Yeah, John. You submitted it over 3 weeks ago. Hey, I think that's amazing. I never even thought of that. The way this guy has control of this bite light, it's like he knows how to use it really well too, right? He knows how to turn it on just to make it flash for a second so he can see what he's grabbing. Like, he knows what he's doing. So, yeah, you did. That's really smart, John Reed. Very smart. Great idea. Oh, thank you, May. Thank you. All right, you guys. You guys are amazing. Oh, trolley, yeah. I think it's just like a wheelchair or a freaking walker or something. It has to be. I could be completely wrong though. Maybe even a grocery cart. Maybe he stole a grocery cart and pushed a grocery cart up there. Who knows? All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, take a screenshot of that if you want. I could post on my community post too if you guys want to, if it makes it easier for you guys. Yeah, love you guys. Tucson Girl, everybody, love you guys for being here. You guys are great. Diamonds, I will definitely check that out. And Deb, thank you so much for sending me the emails for those. And you are quick. You are awesome. Thank you. Never heard of a tongue ring with a light on it, but that is freaking awesome. And I'm going to order one if I can find one with just like the regular white light. And I'll bring it and show you guys how bright they are. So that's freaking interesting. Yes, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, Jen, I saw that the other day with the coach. That's crazy. He's probably somewhere out there and they'll find his bones, his remains, like they did Travis Decker, in my opinion. They'll definitely find him like they found Travis Decker. Oh, it's creepy. But thank you all again. Sorry about the microphone. I don't know what, it just decided to go to sleep. Hi, Blue Jay. Good to see you, honey. Love you guys so much. We will, I'm going to try to do another live tomorrow. I got to go to work in the morning. Miss Ruby, thank you for being here. Appreciate you for becoming a new member, my dear. Thank you. So I will be here tomorrow unless I am too tired, but I'm going to try. So love you guys. Talk to you soon. Have a great night and stay warm.